Hello, I'm Johnny. I'm your host at UltimatePaperMache.com, and in this video series I'm showing you the projects that will be in my upcoming book called Make Animal Sculptures with Paper Mache Clay. This is project number 3. In the first 2 chapters I showed you a very simple vintage chicken just made out of 2 crumpled newspaper balls wrapped up with masking tape and then covered with the paper mache clay, which you make yourself. In the second chapter we had a fairly flat fish, which a little bit more challenging because it has the very realistic fins, but still very doable, very easy project. Now in project number 3 we have one added challenge, and that is simply that penguins have legs and fish don't. So you do need to attach the legs to the pattern. You do that with foam, styrofoam blocks, and a hot glue gun. I'll show you how to do that in the book. And then you simply cover the pattern, keeping, you fill it out with crumpled newspaper and masking tape so that you get the nice round shape of the bird, but you keep the pattern's edges clear so that you have the actual outline of the bird is completely set before you ever start sculpting, so you know that you're going to end up with a sculpture that actually looks like a penguin, which is an excellent use of the patterns. I'm using them now in everything that I do. Once you have finished your armature, you then simply cover your birds with paper mache clay, which you make yourself, and paint them, which is again a rather interesting project. The research for these birds was really interesting for me because I learned some things about penguins I didn't know. I had no idea that they're 48 inches high. They're huge. I had no idea. And I also, because I've seen so many cartoons of penguins, you know, they're wearing their black and white tuxedos, I thought they were black and white birds, and they're not. They're actually very dark gray with some really interesting striping and some very nice colors up at the top. So that's one of the things that I like most about making these wildlife sculptures, is learning about the animals that I'm making, because you learn so much during that research. It almost makes you feel like you know them after you're done. But of course I'm never going to the South Pole, so this is as close as I'll probably ever get to emperor penguins. Now in the next episode I'm going to show you our next project, again a little bit more challenging because piglets have 4 legs instead of 2, and they have some ears. They've got an interesting nose, and I'll show you exactly how to do those in the next chapter. Until the next episode comes along, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.